I went from unprofitable to profitable in a couple of years. And this is the exact steps you need to do in order to do the same. And if you stick to the end, I'm going to show you the quickest, fastest, and best way that you can achieve all of this. So let's start out by the first thing you got to do is, of course, get the knowledge. Okay? I'm going to just put it like this. Oh, actually, it isn't that bad. So, knowledge. Of course, you're not gonna learn just by going to TradingView and doing your shit and naming your own concepts. All right, you gotta go through somewhere. So, pick a YouTuber that you like, someone that seems legit to you. Hopefully, me. But like I always say, it doesn't have to be me. Just someone who you resonate with and you like their strategy and they seem to know stuff. All right, don't just go for somebody that's showing you a gazillion profits on 100 positions on gold, all blue, 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 and it's like rented Lambo here and lifestyle there, and the flexing is 99% of the content, and the actual trading content is like 1%. If we're talking like without showing the trading profits, that's not trading content. That's flexing, basically. All right. So knowledge is going to be number one. You're gonna want to look for a YouTuber like I was mentioning, or a mentor or something in that sort. You can either learn for free or you can pay. Obviously, if you pay, it's better, but you can also do it for free. And so you're gonna look. Hopefully, you choose somebody that has enough content out, where the content is super valuable, and I mean, and you can basically learn their whole strategy, because there are people like me who actually share everything, but then in the mentorship, it's all composed, it's all organized in order for the trade to succeed better. But if you have the time and really down to put in the work, I mean, you got to put in work on both, but if you're doing by your own, you're gonna of course have to put in more time, more work, and the likelihood of you succeeding is going to be even less. But if you got the time, you can do it all by your own with the knowledge. I've done it. I regret it, but you can actually do it if the content creator you're going for has actually put out as many pieces of content as in order for you to make it. Now, why do I say one content creator? It's because you just want to focus on one single strategy. You don't want to be hopping from strategy to strategy. Just because it doesn't work for 1 week doesn't mean the strategy is shit. The problem is most likely you. So you are not gonna master any strategy in 1 week. Okay, so you didn't need to stick with it for a few time, and if then it actually doesn't work, it is either not for you or the guy that's selling you the strategy is a scammer. All right, so that's what I would say. If you want to go for other tips outside of technicals, like fundamentals, like psychology, then yeah, sure, go for other YouTubers and check out their content. But if we're talking like technicals and actually the thing you want to learn how to trade, go for a singular person. That's best case scenario. Then, of course, you're gonna go through demo to really prove to yourself that your strategy works on live markets. And by the time you're doing this, you can do it simultaneously or before, but also always continuing, even if you're already trading live markets, is you want to be doing backtesting. Okay, a lot of people don't like backtesting. A lot of things, bro. How do you know your strategy is profitable? How do you backtest through years of data? How do you trade from years of data without being backtesting? I mean, are you gonna spend like 1 year on demo to really see results and have a proof to yourself that you can trade? Because 2 months of profitability doesn't mean nothing, especially on demo where you can control your emotions. But it's easy, bro. Any beginner can jump on demo and maybe and end up profitable in the end of the month. but the psychology isn't in it. So for the demo, I would say prove to yourself that your strategy can work. Do between 1 to 3 months. You want to prove to yourself that your strategy works, but at the same time, you don't want to rely too much on it. You don't want to spend too much time on the demo because you're not training your psychology. And then once the psychology comes in the equation, I mean everything's gonna be different. I can tell you once you make that switch from demo to live markets, it sounds like the same thing, but it's gonna be a totally different story, brother. So spend some time on demo, really prove to yourself that you can be patient, you can see your strategy, you can execute it, and it actually works on live markets. Sorry. And the backtesting, of course, you always got to be backtesting, refining, master your strategy. All right. And going, like I said, to huge periods of time. And that what's that going to do? It's also building confidence. Because not just the demo that's going to build your confidence, the backtesting. Because you're going to see things a million of times in the shortest amount of time possible. Like, how can you have a year of experience in trading and like 10 years of trading data on your back without backtesting? Only backtesting will give you that, and it's way easier, and sometimes it's quite fun, and just to get that dopamine of trading perhaps, and really analyze and refine your data. But also you just become a lot better. You just become a lot better because you're gonna see candles form a certain way. You're gonna get that discretion, and like you're gonna see things in setups that you can't even explain, but they just gonna, just by looking at it, like, this setup will fail. This is gonna do this. I can't really tell why, but by the way it looks, nah, it's gonna fail, or nah, it's gonna do this. That's just how it is, and that's due to backtesting. All right, this is to build your experience times 10. People don't like to do it because you're not getting results, money out of it, but bro, same with demo, but you either want it or not. Because I don't know, you're saying you want it for the money, but I think you actually want it for the dopamine. Because your money is going to evaporate. The guy that's doing this actually cares more about his money than you, because he's trying to come to trading with the right footstep, right? With the right step, with the right foundation. Sorry, and he's not gonna blow his money right off the start. Because most of us just start off wanting to get rich quick. We drop the money into the account, and then the money is gone. And then once we know how to trade, we're like, that fucking bastard, talking about myself, my past self, spend all that money, blew all that money that I had, and now I gotta get that shit back, motherfucker, right? And so yeah, don't treat yourself like that. Just take it slow, take it with the right footsteps, and then you can move on to live. Now, live, this could be either a personal account, it could be a prop firm. You do it as you like. Just with a prop firm, you don't really need, like, you might be from the West and maybe a 10K won't do you much, but you really are going to blow some challenges and stuff. So, like, just go for a 10K. Just go for the 10K, and the 10K can pay for the profits for the 100K at least, or 50K. Then my mouse is fucked, bro. But yeah, just go for a 10K because the 10K is cheap. I mean, you don't want to be nonchalant about it either because it's cheap and it's low money. It's not going to affect you that much psychology wise. So you're going to trade like shit. You don't want to do that. You still want to trade seriously. But if it is your first account, I hope you're taking it seriously. And 10K later on, if you get a payout, it's enough. And the reason why I also to say 10K, it isn't going to do much for you financially. I know, if you're from the West, of course. If you're from a third world country, it might do you good. But the reason I say 10K is because the reality is you're gonna blow challenges. All right, it's completely normal to blow challenge. If if a good trader wants to trade conservatively and try his best not to blow challenge, of course he can. I can do it as well. I have 10% margin. Of course, I can apply a drawdown strategy, which will make almost impossible for me to blow an account. Like I would need the fucking 100 trades, 100 losing trades streak to actually blow the account, and it's actually possible. And of course, I'm not risking 1% in every single trade. I'm using correct maths here. You can check drawdown strategy a video I did back in the past. And just by uh, reducing the risk on every single not every single losing trade, but every single stack of losing trades. And so you can do that. But do do we traders, professional traders, want to spend and treat a challenge like it's a live account? Do you want to lose all the time and play it safe and play it conservatively and try not to blow challenges just for the ego of saying I never blew a challenge, I never this, look at this, and you're losing your time on a fucking demo account. You're losing your time on demo account. So if you blow it, it is whatever. All right, it's whatever. You can't just be nonchalant about it, but you cannot be, oh, this is my all. I love this account. I can't blow it, bro. You gotta be in the middle. Treat it seriously, but if you blow it, it is what it is. It is what it is. 10%, okay, cause just demo money, just demo money. You don't want to be spending all your time in it. If it does become your all in all, is because you put probably too much capital on it. All right, probably 100k or so. But bro, I regret not doing this because I went straight for the 100ks, but just go for the 10ks, bro. You're gonna save so much money and maybe so much headache of just like blowing challenges. But at least these will not cost you so much, depending on where you're from. All right. But yeah, just go for the low amounts, and then the low amounts can pay you for the full ones. And so then with this, like you're gonna get it proven. All right, just go for the lows, and once this starts to pay out, I mean, just go for the above. It's all basically the same. It's just a psychology that's gonna play out if you start to do higher numbers, because then we all know 1% on one account and 1% on the other account. It's the same effort. It's just the capital that's different. So if the capital is different, then it's going to be a different outcome just for the dollar figure. But in terms of effort, the effort is the same. A 1 hour trade in one account is a 1 hour trade in the other account. Same. It's basically just the money that changes. All right. So if you do it alone, let's speak on time frames now. This, it also depends on knowledge though. Knowledge, super important, super important. Because if you start off with the wrong mindset and with the wrong knowledge and with the wrong mentor, and you stumble across trading, and the first thing you saw was fucking I don't know, Mamba FX. I don't even care about the shots being thrown. I'm just like that. You're probably gonna lose a lot of time, bro. Probably gonna lose a lot of time. And if you started to trade support resistance, then SMC, then NCT, and you know you realize that all of that doesn't work. I mean, it can work, but come on, it's becoming too basic. It's becoming too shit. Everybody's training it, but that's a whole other topic. I think it's gonna be the normal time frame. I think it's gonna be 2 3 years, maybe 4. Okay, 2 3 years alone, which is the norm. But also you have people that been struggling for years and years. I mean, as long as you don't quit, you got it, bro. There's like a famous story of a guy that was like, I think it was even like a break-even trader for like 40 years or something, and they kept him they kept him in the firm. I don't know how, but he was a break-even trader, and then all of a sudden he started smashing it. after 40 years or 30 or 20. I don't even know, bro, but it's a crazy story. I forgot the guy's name by now, but it's some story from back in the day. But 2 3 years alone, knowledge demo backtest 10 account. I mean, for the most part, if you can get serious on a first year, then I think you have a good chance of succeeding as well. Because most people quit before the first year of training. But if you're on this for at least 1 year and you're taking it serious and you're seeing the charts every single day and you're consuming knowledge, you're trading live markets, I think you got a good chance of succeeding. Because let's be real, like for me, my first year was just playing around. We're just playing around. I wanted to be serious. I was making some money. I was losing some money, but at the end, I didn't know what I was doing. And yeah, first year playing around. If you can go past that, 2 3 years, it's gonna be a good time frame to make it. I think. And as well, boys, 2 3 years out of your life is nothing. If this gets you financial freedom, isn't it worth it? What would you rather? 2 3 years of hard work or fucking 40 to 50 years of 9 to 5 depressing ass shit? Because I think if you're here, you'll feel the same way I feel about this. Okay? So just think about it. Yeah, it's hard, but isn't the 9 to 5 harder? For the whole life, I mean. And so now that we talked about the solo journey, I'm talking about the quickest journey, which is to get a mentor. And this is not just to sell myself, but with a mentor, the time frame would be it can be it can be 6 months, it can be 1 year, all depends on the person as well. But with my program, I'm trying to make it in 3 months. Yeah, yeah, that's it. But you gotta also realize that my channel is not for the beginners as well. My channel, if you watch my channel, you know that I'm not out here trying to tell people what's a pip, uh, what's a long, what's a short. Uh, it amazes me how those guys can. I mean, yeah, you can sell course to beginner, but like those beginners are not gonna achieve more and gonna sell it. I don't want to get into that, but I think if you're doing advanced, it's way better for you. I mean, if you know how to trade, and also for the client himself, because he's probably break even. He probably has some skin in the game, and he just needs a quick little fix to get into profitability. So that's why I think I can get people profitable in 3 months. Also, the beginners, it's also possible. I'm trying to see. This is currently ongoing, and also the beginners, because I've talked about the right knowledge at the start. So if these beginners come in fresh, they kind of know something here, something there, but their mind is not 100% polluted with all the trading bullshit that's out there. Then it's good. It's good because in 1 month I can turn them into better traders than I was in 2 years, and I swear to God on that. And yeah, because I'm also saying 3 months because that's the problem with the program we got. But you gotta understand that I've seen people getting the same vision as me, just with the free stuff, just with the free stuff, just with the YouTube videos, just with the community on Discord that you could join down below for free. Quick little plug there. But just by watching me trade, community videos, not even with one-on-one consulting, and these guys are gonna have one-on-one consulting. So if people for free can do it in 6 months, I think the people uh, that are being like that I'm literally taking their hand through the journey and actually tell them what to do, what not to do, and giving them guidance through all the way. I think yes, they can do it in 3 months. That's just me playing it logically. If guys can do it in 6 months without me behind them, I think with me behind them, they can do it in less time, obviously. And so yeah, with a mentor, Doesn't have to mean me again. Okay, could be anyone. Just like I said in the beginning, pick somebody who's legit, pick somebody who can get in front of the charts and actually talk about trading and not just flex you some. Right? I mean, this this guy is just gonna tell you everything he knows from A to Z, and he's just gonna tell you the pathway and how it is, and he's gonna tell you his strategy, which was already profitable. You're gonna have his proven system. Then you just gotta master it, adapt to yourself. He's already been through the journey, so he knows what you're about to go into, well, what troubles you're about to face and stuff, what psychology damages you got about to get. Like he knows everything, right? He has been through the journey, so and other thing that's very important when mentoring is that most people, I'm talking for the break-even traders here, the break-even traders, I mean, it's an amazing spot to be, because most of them just need like one or two ticks to their strategy, one or two pieces of advice, and they're instantly profitable. Sounds crazy, but it actually is like that. And so you might ask yourself, so why would they need a mentoring? The thing is, those break-even traders can't see that little error that they're making. It can be a tiny little stuff, but as you know, like if you add some tiny little concept to your strategy, to your edge, or your management, stop loss management, or something, it can be something as little as possible, can make huge difference in your edge. And trading, those break-even traders might be doing something that they don't even realize that it's bad, or it's eating them their P&L, or they just don't notice, or they don't know some concept or some confluence that's going against them. Something, it might be something, but they do need that third eye vision that's gonna like see what they're doing wrong. And also because this guy has been to the journey, so he's probably noticing a mistake you're doing that he himself did in his past, and he fixed it. Because in here, you're paying for your time, bro. You're paying for your time. Like, yes, you can do it alone. You can do it for 2 3 years if you don't got the resources, or you want to really do it alone, whatever. But if you can at least get a mentor, bro, like, you gotta ask yourself, is your time really worth that low? Because if you got the 3 months option and you got the 2 3 years option, yes, maybe you not spent a couple thousand, a couple hundreds, but is your time really worth that low? If you got the two options and you're gonna go for the years one, and the success rate is different though. It's not you spend 3 months here and 3 years alone that you're gonna achieve the same results. No, 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 no. The the likelihood of you succeeding here is way higher, and in this one it's it's super low and super variable. Like, it all depends on what type of knowledge you do, what type of character do you have, mindset, if you're working hard. And also, I forgot, like, you got to at least spend 1 hour a day in this. Better two, one learning and one back testing, maybe one live markets, depending on if you have the time or what not to trade. It all depends on your time zone and what sessions you want to trade. Because if you're from Europe, for example, you're not you and you go to school or work, trading London session or New York session is going to be hard for you. It all depends on your schedule, though. But yeah, you're gonna have, on either option, you're gonna have to spend time on both. Like, you're gonna have to work hard regardless. But you need to ask yourself, is your time really worth that low? That's what you gotta ask yourself, and see if you want it as quick as possible, or if you want to take the time. Maybe because you don't have the resources. That's a valid excuse. But if you come from the West and you can get some money on the side, then I don't see why you shouldn't be taking this. But I mean, when you get a one-to-one mentoring, make sure it's a one-to-one though. I've done courses and I don't regret them, but I regret not doing a one-to-one. All right, that's why it took me 2 3 years. So I invested money. I invested a couple thousand into education, but it wasn't one-on-one. It wasn't someone actually viewing my journey, reviewing my trades, reviewing how I did in trading. It was just throwing to a course, watch these videos, blah blah blah, community, signals, whatever. It's good. It can be good. It is valid, but a one-on-one, it's what's gonna get you super far, and it's what I regret. And this is not me selling it. I genuinely regret not going for a one-to-one mentoring, because yeah, you can say it's me selling it, but like, are you gonna say one-to-one is bad? If you can get if you can learn from the profitable trader, like, wouldn't you rather for it to be in one-to-one sessions? Wouldn't you rather him actually knowing your name? That's another thing I want to get into. One-on-one, because you're not being thrown in this courses and stuff. And most of the times, guys, people can have the argument. I haven't received it yet, but people might say, "Why would I go with you if this guy is basically the same price or cheaper than you, and he's a top level guy, super famous, blah blah blah?" And I may ask them, okay, that's valid, okay, but so I'm obviously like not famous. I have 1,000 subscribers, whatnot. They have millions, thousands. Is it possible for them to live just off courses? Okay, it is. Okay. First question. But let's not even get to that. If you buy their course, do you think it's actually going to be them teaching you? Do you think your little $300 is going to do much for them to get on the computer with you and spend time with you, and actually even learning your name and learning you as a person and teaching you how to trade? No, you're just gonna be thrown into a group. You're gonna be told to watch these videos. You're gonna be basically in group calls for the most part, but you're gonna be silenced. You're gonna be mute. You're not gonna be able to ask questions unless it's to chat. And if you do get a one-to-one mentoring, and if you do get access to somebody to teach you, guess what? They're making too much money. It's not gonna be them. So you're actually debating if you should take mine or the super famous guy, but you're actually debating if you rather pick mine or an unknown guy, because it won't be the super famous guy that's going to be teaching you trading. It's going to be someone underneath him that he will delegate the actual teaching and stuff. So you don't even know if that guy is even profitable. Maybe it is, but I mean, you're going to buy it for the person, because you trust the person, because you have confidence in him, because you've seen his trade. So why would you buy it from somebody random? At least you've seen me how to trade. At least you see how I explain the charts. You can get a little idea, and you can get the same for the famous guy. But that's just, but the famous guy won't actually teach you, and he's gonna have somebody delegate him to you. That's not me talking bad about guys at the top, by the way. It's just that we're in different levels. They making millions already. They don't need your little money, all right? It's not gonna do much for them, so they won't actually teach you on one-to-one unless you do some like 15,000 mentorship or whatever, like some crazy numbers. But you're not gonna put that neither, okay? So yeah, the mentoring, just one step, because he's gonna give you all the steps later. And maybe if he's like me, he's not gonna overwhelm you at the start. I mean, how I get people profitable in 3 months is that, like, we go from a 12-week program, and so instead of giving them all the things at the start, we just start off by learning some modules. We get on a one-on-one call. We make sure everything's understandable, and we go to the next phase. And then we go to the next phase. Because if I start off, okay, let's go. Week one, smart mid trap, blah, 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 get them to the super complex thing, they're going to be fucked. But the thing is, like, I need to teach them the smart mid trap early on, though. Because if not, they're gonna be falling in traps. But hey, it's not all uh, put in one single given moment, and it's all little by little, but with value and one-on-one calls. Because one-on-one calls, guys, are amazing. Like, I've had calls 20 minutes with students, and they've said, like, my trading went from level 8 to level 10 now, just by these little 15 minutes where you explain this, we explain that. It really opens somebody's eyes, because they just get on a call with me, because sometimes I do some free counseling, and I just explain them stuff. They have questions, they have doubts. It's mostly about smart money traps, right? It's my most complex subject, and it's the reason why a lot of people are unprofitable in trading, because a lot of them are trading SMC and a lot of them fall for the traps. But hey, I'm just able, and that just proves my legitimacy. It's just that they get on a call with me, they ask me a question, and I'm just able to answer them immediately on whatever topic it is, as long as it's uh, related to technicalism and my strategy and my vision. All right. And yeah, in the short periods amount of time, they're just able to get super good. Okay. And these guys are getting 1 hour every single week for 3 months. So I have no doubt that they're going to have crazy results. The only way you don't get crazy results in this is if you're retarded. That's the only way. Other than that, uh, work hard. Make sure you work hard, regardless if you go for mentoring or not. All right. If you want to do it alone, here's the steps. You probably already know, but I may have given you some tip here and there that it might be useful to you. So I would appreciate a little like, a little subscribe, and if the mentorship interests you, you can go to my description, and you can follow me on Instagram and reach out to me about starting to work together. All right. I hope y'all become beasts at trading, and I'll see you on the next time, boys. Peace out.